already know everything. You've mastered the magic circle. You've mastered the leading questions. Like, we can't teach you any more of that. So there's something that's stopping you. You have a limiting thing that's preventing you from being at that next level, and we have to figure out what it is. I think it's because you're trying to do two things. You've always talked about real estate, but you need to learn everything about finance, estate planning, and what we do, right? And you're trying to serve two masters, real estate and this other thing you want to do. Relate that to whatever shiny object you're trying to chase, right? That's why I keep saying that, because it relates. And it literally said, if you just pick one and go all in, you'd be the highest success of whatever you want to do, right? And at that same token, there was also conversation, so to get a little ugly, I've just never went all in anything. Like, I know how to hustle. I've done hustling, but real estate's it. So I literally, it clicked, something clicked. Because I also told him, like, I need to borrow the money to save me from losing my house, right? And that's like pocket change for him, right? And I told him my whole story, and he listened to me, and at the end of the story, he literally said, and this one still sticks to me to this day, he literally said, everything that you think is as bad as it is only because you think it's as bad as it is. I was floored, right? Like, you could just hand me a check and it doesn't have to be that bad. Like, I'll go to someone in the office, you can pull it out of your pocket. Like, you've already shown us, like, in training, you write $1 million check for your birthday every year to just splurge. Like, I think a couple $1,000s isn't gonna hurt you. But he didn't give it to me, right? And there was a lesson to be learned in there, because he was right. I literally walked out of the office, and then that two conversations, because they were kind of like 2 weeks together, I think, that literally led into me going to my appointments, and 10 minutes out on the road said, holy turn around. First walked into my mentor's office, because you have like an internal coach, and he's a good friend of mine, to this day a great friend of mine, and literally told him, I have to part ways. This isn't for me. Like, I've been making the wrong decision my whole life, and I have to make a decision that I should have made when I was 18 years old and didn't. And he was awesome, because he totally understood. And I think he gave me certain books to read that actually helped open my mind to open up to what is it that I really want, right? Like, get crystal clear about what you want. Then we walked into the owner's office together. Mind you, I wasn't about to tear up. I was actually really confident, because it felt so cool, which is kind of one of the things, you know, if you're making the right decision, because you feel very peaceful about the decision.